It is Rob Vegas checking in from Melbourne, Australia. Back with another music video. It's been a while since we've done one, so here we are. Let's talk One Vision by Queen, a really rocking track. They're just absolutely thumps out of the gate. If you want to look up more about the history of the song and how they put that together, there's plenty of info out there about it, so check it out. It's a very intriguing story. We are just going to go and look at some of the guitar parts and the musical bits. So let's just dive right in. It starts off with some weird synth stuff, as you probably know if you know the track. Bang, you know that little tag right there. It is a nice simple one. It is just, you go to your D string and you go first open, first fret open, down to A, so back up to the D, so sorry if you can't see that very well. That's that little tag at the start of the song to kick things off. We then go into a bit of a chord build up, which is done on the keys, and it sounds great. But we can do that on guitar, which is even better. So let's roll with that. We start off with a bit of a D chord. Like everyone should be able to roll with that. It's just on the G. We got the second fret. We hit that up a bit in the old Megadeth video a few weeks back. On the B, we've got the third fret. And on the E, the high E string, we've got the second fret. Gives us our old mate. Does the job nicely. So that gets us into gear on to the big old keyboard intro. So we've got, and that just swings on pretty rad. The next chord is, so we've got that D established. The next chord, I believe, is some kind of G over D-ish chord, or D over G-ish chord. I'm not 100% sure. If you've ever played like Hangar 18, you'll know this one. It's where we get the 4th fret on the B, which of course is basically G. But that's a story for another day. But what we want to do is get the bar chord on the go on those 3rd frets on the B and the high E string, and then we go to that 4th fret on the G, and we've got a so you can sort of see it's going. You can see where that's going. So if you can get those two chords together, we are in a good place. And of course that takes us again to a bit more Hangar 18 action, which is this old chord, which is, if it's got a name, it's some kind of 7th chord or something. But basically we've got the 5th fret on the G. We've got the 3rd fret on the B again, but this time we got the 5th fret on the E. Throw them all together, we get and then we get those 3 chords together and we get where do we go next? We go back to a version of the 2nd chord, which was that weird G over D. which was of course the 4th fret on the G, the 3rd fret on the B, and the 3rd fret on the E. But we mix it up a bit here, so get ready with your old index pointy finger to do some cool stuff with this, because it goes. Probably didn't hear that very well because I played it like shit, but what we're basically doing there is we've got to release that E string. So you can see what I'm doing there. It's like, but we're still holding that weird G over D sort of thing. So we're going to get that sort of dissonant sound, and if we put all that together, we should have something like this. So you can see that bit at the end where I'm going, like, I guess you could probably do this like, but of course we've still got to account for that other note. So use your discretion there, but that should get you across the line. Which takes us into the next bit, because of course it builds and builds up as the drum beat gets more and more intense, and we have this bit, which of course kicks things off into high gear. So we got on your G, we got 10, we got 10, we got 11 on the B, and we got 10 on the high E. So you probably remember that bit from the intro to the song. Very good. And then this one's a bit of a wrestler, so you gotta get your fingers all stretched out, because of course we keep that 10 on the G, but we go up to 13 on the B and 12 on the E. So you can hear there's a lot of dissonance in there, and the notes are all fighting against each other. It's like, and if that's not dissonant enough, to top that off, the final chord of the intro, again we've got the 10 on the G. We go with 11 on the B and 13 on the E. So that's it's a funky switch over, but you'll get there. So we'll just roll with it with. So you should be able to get that. So the whole thing should sound something like. Bang. This is where the money shot is, and the bit everyone's been looking forward to, because we kick it into high gear plus with that main riff everyone has been waiting for. So it's a D power chord on the A and D string. So 5th fret on the A, 7th fret on the D. Gives us that, and of course that's the first bit. It's just like, and then slide that down, and what you got to do is get your little pinky finger back to that 7th fret on the D, but get your pointer to the 4th fret, because this is where the magic is, because there's a bit of a pattern here. So after that, so you can see it's like we slide that from the 4th fret up to the 5th. So it's yeah, there's your riff. And then there's like, it goes down to the C or the 3rd fret. So we hold that pattern, but we go down 2 frets, and of course we've got that's like the meat of the song. It's like this pattern where it's taking like your old 5th power chord and then just lowering that root note and bringing it back up. So that's where we roll with that. Chorus bit, just hit a big old A power chord. You know how that's done. And that should get you by. You do want to do one of these big old D sort of chords as well, where it's again, you're sort of holding the A power chord shape. But what you do is you put your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the old B string, leave your G with the 2nd on there, but put your ring finger, I believe it is, on the 4th fret of the D, and so you're kind of going. And then if you bring that pattern up 2 frets to, so it's like, and then when it needs to do the next loop, you just sort of abandon that and you go like this, which is just a chromatic run on the A, and that should get you back to home base, which of course is that should sound awesome, and all the neighbors are going to like it when you turn it up extra loud. That probably hasn't been my best guitar lesson, but hopefully it's not going to be my worst. Get playing some Queen, get listening to them, get One Vision on. Yeah, you won't regret it, and follow these very practical tips to learn those riffs, because they're a lot of fun to play, and yeah, why the hell not? As always, it's Rob Vegas doing some music stuff, and I'm signing out from Melbourne, Australia. Hope yous are all well. Yeah, if you thought that sucked, or if you thought that was great, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what other songs you want to hear, and we'll dig them up and give them the old breakdown treatment. Hey everybody, it's Rob Vegas checking in from Melbourne, Australia, as always.